Washington University, St. Louis, USA, and did his company secretary from Institute of Company Secretaries, India. He joined Sahajanand Medical Technologies Private Limited in February 2010 and later headed the position of Chief Financial Officer handling the finance and accounts department of the company. After efficiently managing the works of a CFO, he was later designated as the CEO of Sahajanand Medical Technologies. With over 15 years of experience, cooperative strategy and finance, and extensive cross-cultural as well as global exposure in medical device, life science and chemical and finance services industry. We all hope to learn a lot from you, sir, in both the technological and management aspect of biomedical industry. We would now like to request sir to come up on the dais and give his presentation.
All the participants, biomedical students from Chennai, south of India, and other parts of India, and the honorary faculty and the guest speakers. It's really an honor to be here with all of you and share my thoughts and ideas. This is a great opportunity given to me, and I hope I'll learn from you, and you'll be able to learn certain new things about the industry I'm working with. To start with, particularly biomedical engineering and medical device. Medical device is such a field which is marriage between physics and medical. In a way, it's a very unique field. You need to understand the medical aspect, what is happening biologically in the body. At the same time, you need to have the understanding of engineering and physics. It's a very unique field. Currently, the countries which are doing pretty well in medical device is US and countries like Israel. You'll be very interested to know why countries like Israel. In Israel, they live, two sets of life, you can say. One is the military life, and they live a civil life. Everyone in Israel need to live certain part of their life in a military base, because the country is surrounded by all sort of countries. They fight all the time. So it is compulsory for everyone to spend some time in the military. So what happens certain time in the military, they may be a doctor, but once they leave their military life, they come to the civil life and they take up engineering. So they have got a very multidisciplinary career, and which makes them very interesting for medical device industry. In the same way, biomedical engineering is really a very interesting field. And let me tell you, this biomedical engineering will be the future for India. I'll let you, through the medical device industry, I'll talk a little bit about the industry and what are the devices we are working with, and probably you can correlate with some of the devices, and you may like to build your career there, and we will be more than happy to welcome the candidates who will be highly interested to join this industry. So, I'm working for Sahajanand Medical Technology. Probably, I don't know, many people may not be knowing about this company at all. I'll take a small, 1 minute to introduce all of you to our company. We are the first Indian company to manufacture coronary stent. What is coronary stent? Basically, you might have heard about bypass surgery. So what happens in bypass surgery? You have got your heart, and the heart pumps blood into the arteries, and the artery in turn, supply the blood all across your body. If in the arteries, there inside the artery wall, if there are fat cells that keeps on building, then you have got a blockage of blood flow. That blockage of blood flow will give you heart attack. Earlier you need to go through bypass surgery, and that bypass surgery is to, it will take 6 months to recover. Now for last 15 years, 15 to 20 odd years, you don't need to go for bypass surgery in all the cases. You can go for angioplasty, in which they implant a coronary stent into the heart artery wall, and that will ensure smooth flow of blood within the artery throughout the body. So I'm working for such a company called Sahajanand Medical. We started coronary stent manufacturing in India. There are approximately 200,000 or 2 lakh people every year. They go through angioplasty procedure and they need stents. Annually, you have almost 3 lakh stents implanted only in India. And globally, it's almost a $9 billion industry. It's a pretty big industry. And our company sells in India. We are one of the top 5 players in India. And we sell this stent in 35 countries across the world. So that's a small brief about our company. So I'm going to talk about Indian medical devices and particularly cardiovascular industry in which we are operating. In India, the medical devices, it's a $6 billion industry. Total global market is $340 billion. One thing I'd like to highlight is that 75% of the medical devices used in India are imported. You can say, how does it matter? It matters a lot. For a country like India, where people are dying because they cannot afford these costly medicines or medical devices, it matters for the economy of the country. When you are importing, you are losing foreign currencies. And if you are reading right now, the current account deficit is $98 billion. So considering all of these and considering that we are Indians, it's a matter of worry that we are importing every year $4 billion of products, and we should try our best to start manufacturing most of these in India. Japan, when US bombed Japan, after that, there are many global companies they came up with. The car manufacturing company, Sony, the one and only driving force, it was not that we will earn lots of money. Yes, that is a byproduct. The motive for all the entrepreneurs, if you read through their biographies, we want to put Japan in the world map again. We want to make Japan self-sustainable. We want to make Japan catering its products, providing its products and services all across the world. So that is the goal, that is the motive through which they build all these multi-billion-dollar company. It is never that we let us make a multi-billion-dollar company. The motive was very novel. The byproduct was multi-billion-dollar company. Next slide. In the same way, by 2030, we will have 100 million heart patients in India, and that will be 60% of the world heart patients. Why? Because we Indians have got narrow artery, and that is prone to blockage, and that is a big number, and we will lose around $335 billion as per WHO in next 10 years. That's really a staggering number. And so what is it? Are you thinking that's a threat or that's an opportunity? At any point of time, you guys are young and you will face these things. Are you looking at it as an opportunity or are you looking at it as a threat? Always look at the positive side. Okay, we need to save this much money as fast as possible for India. Let us build our career. Let us start contributing to the country. Next slide. So world's couple of top cardiovascular device company, because some of you might would like to grow your career and probably would like to go for master's degree. So Abbott Vascular, Boston Scientific, Johnson & Johnson, Medtronic, these are the top 4 medical device company in the world. They are all based in US. Their R&D facility, the design facility, everything is based in US. Highly professional, and they are highly innovative company. And if you guys ever plan to do masters, target these companies for your future career. Just like this. Some of the inspiring stories from India. We have got SMT, our company, Opto Circuits, Phoenix Medical System, Perfint and Trivitron. These are some of the local medical device company, who are there, who are doing manufacturing in India. I have not taken companies who are doing trading. In the trading, probably you end up, if you are interested in sales, marketing, customer care, probably you will end up there. But if you are more focused on R&D, innovation, clinical trial, so you need to focus on these companies. Each of them has, put India into the world map through their contribution. And you guys who have just, graduated from your biomedical engineering will be an asset to these companies, because you will come with your fresh thoughts, and that is such a welcome thing in this industry, which is driven by innovation, which is driven by fresh thoughts. In cardiovascular medical devices, there are different categories. You have got diagnostic devices, monitoring devices, prosthetic devices, surgical devices, and therapeutic devices. And I'll go one by one. I'll explain what are the products that are currently in this particular segment. So first one is pacemaker. Probably most of the people know what is a pacemaker. How it works, basically, when the natural conduction pathways, are shown in the picture, if it is not performing, well, then you go for a pacemaker. Next slide, please. So this is a picture of pacemakers. There is not many Indian companies. There are 1 or 2 who are at their startup phase, who are developing pacemakers. This is a big industry. If you happen to get an opportunity to work in this company who are manufacturing pacemakers, go ahead. This industry has got a huge potential. Next slide. So, talking about the pacemaker, basically you have got back antenna and capacitor. It's a very easy product, but it's not, because you are dealing with lives of somebody. If anything goes wrong, that particular patient will die at the same time, So the quality control and the quality checking of these products are highly, highly critical. So the manufacturing precision that is required is highly, of utmost importance. Next slide. So then there are, different arterial septal defect. So if you look at ASD and VSD, there is no company in India who are manufacturing ASD or VSD. So we have started working on this technology. Probably next year we'll come up with ASD and VSD. But till now there is no other company in India. At the same time, while giving this presentation, while I was studying in US and I worked there, I was studying in Washington University in St. Louis, which is one of the premier university in US. And similar to your university, it had medical colleges, engineering colleges, and management colleges. And all those colleges are one of the top ranked colleges in US. One of the things that we used to do, work together with the medical colleges and come up with business plan, present it to various venture capitalists so that we can work as an entrepreneur, we can start our career as an entrepreneur. That's one thing, guys, you need to think of as biomedical engineer. I'm telling you again, you are blessed. You have chosen the right career, and there is a bright future for you guys. Entrepreneurship in medical device in India is highly necessary. The more people who can come up with fresh ideas and fresh thoughts is going to contribute a lot to the country, to the world at large. And another thing, in medical device, what you are going to do, you are going to save lives. At the end of the day, when I go back to my home, I know every day our company is saving 200 lives. So that is the kind of inspiration I take. That is the kind of satisfaction that I take. And that's a great satisfaction at the end of the day if you realize, apart from earning the money, whatever is the byproduct, now I'm saving lives, I'm contributing in that way to the society. That is a great satisfaction that you can carry every day to your home. So think about it as an entrepreneur, how you can plan your career to become an entrepreneur. Probably you don't have the abilities right now, you don't have the confidence right now, that happens. What sort of industry you're working. As an entrepreneur, do you want to work for a multi-billion-dollar company and be a small part of a large organization, or you want to work for a startup company or smaller company and play more impactful role, and that will develop you as an entrepreneur? Think about all of these things. This is a very crucial time for your career. Whatever decisions and choices that you are going to make, that is going to decide your career in the future. So this is a very important phase of your life. So think about it really hard. Take your time, think about it. What is your strength? Do you like to lead, or do you like to start contributing to the world by coming up innovative thoughts and ideas? It's very important to know who you are, what is your strength, and that if you can decide, believe me, you will be an asset to the society at large. Next. This is a picture of ASD, which basically you have got a hole. You might have heard the children have got holes in the heart. And when they go for they can go for surgery, or you don't need to go for surgery. It will be a one-off procedure and you can go back home. It happens in small kids, particularly if the kids are playing in dusty areas like in India or Bangladesh. This is a very common feature because we are exposed to dust in many ways in our childhood, and we end up having holes in our heart. When India has got this problem with dust, the European and US has got their own problem. The ladies, because of the weather, I don't know, they smoke a lot, and when the mothers are smoking, the child will end up having a hole in their heart most probably. So this again happens all across the world, and this is a device which can save lots of complications in the health of the child. So next slide. So as you can see in the picture, it gets implanted, and then there's endotheliation or cellular growth all around it, and you are able to close the hole of your heart. Next slide. So as you have seen arterial defects, you have got valve defects, and similarly you have got two valve defects where you keep on working, and that might happen because of rheumatic fever or stenosis. Stenosis is nothing but there's a growth of cells, and then there's a calcification that happens. So there are different valves that is required to treat these. Next slide. So as you can see, these are the different valves that gets used, and this is annuloplasty ring, which is again if there is a small gap, then you do surgical intervention and put annual prosthetic. This is a new device which has come in last 3-4 years, and again it's a very good product which is saving lives of the people. Then you come with artificial heart valves, there are tissue valve and mechanical valves. In the tissue valve you have got homoraps and genoraps, and mechanical valves you have got case ball, tilting disc, and a biliary. So these are again you end up having all these diseases in your heart. So it's scary, how many diseases our heart can take. So, but it's a fact. As we are growing, as our life expectancy are increasing, with age, you have got all these complications coming up. And right now, you can see people living till 80 and 90 even, and having a normal life. And this way, you can see, people are living longer, and all these diseases will be very predominant at that stage. And to live a comfortable life at older age, these medical